Hey guys, Kush here with another video giving my thoughts. Theme parks related again. Universal is always trying something new, which is very good for setting themselves up for success. More attention to hosting and attending conventions. Unique transportation between Orlando parks. Year-round Halloween Horror Nights events. Mini parks themed for children. An entire experience based on the Jurassic Park/World IP, the list never stops. One of their top priorities is looking for what popular franchises can join their parks. With Nintendo already on board, there's a massive library right in front of them. After the major success of Mario in Universal's parks and movies, both companies easily want to expand. If you're a theme park and/or gamer fan, I'm sure you've heard the rumors of The Legend of Zelda and Pokemon coming to Universal Orlando Resort. They're set to replace the Lost Continent, which is in heavy need for a retheme, and Simpsons Land. I'm almost 100% sure these will happen and willing to explain why I do. The Legend of Zelda is my favorite video game series. Plus, being a longtime Pokemon fan, I easily want both of these to happen. Before we begin, this remains a theory that could be false. Things are also subject to change at any time. I'd also like to thank some of my in-real-life friends for giving ideas. For starters, this will give a Nintendo area at all three theme parks. That explains things itself. Universal and Nintendo like to get things leaked so everyone talks about them. Nintendo wanting to expand to more forms of media is a very big sign. Many people, fans, employees, etc. have said mostly positive things about these happening. Reasons why some cast members are denying it's happening is likely because they aren't allowed to say yet and/or are trying to hide surprises. It's like how Andrew Garfield denied he was in Spider-Man No Way Home when he actually was. Pokemon featured at Universal's Osaka Park says a lot, but they even have it at the Stella Nova and Terra Luna hotels. Them being present at Orlando hotels holds even more weight. I know Nintendo doesn't fully own Pokemon, but they still have rights to part of it. With how well it's already doing in Universal's Japanese park, Game Freak, Creatures Inc., and the Pokemon Company should be more than fine bringing it to Universal's Orlando Resort. There's even talks to add a Pokemon ride that'll replace the former Spider-Man one at Universal Studios Japan. I also doubt Universal will want to renew their Simpsons contract due to Disney owning the IP. Pokepark Kanto is an upcoming theme park expansion to Yomiuri Land. Working with other companies helps since having their content at someone's resorts makes budgets and gaining attendance easier. Though Yomiuri Land is a different company, that shouldn't deny more Pokemon content at Universal. There's also probably unfortunately not enough room at Universal Osaka for a Pokemon Land expansion, so it makes sense it'll need to be at other parks. It's like how Harry Potter likely won't go to Universal Great Britain, but still gets more things added to their other uni resorts. I'm aware of the Miyamoto and Aonuma at Epic Universe post, which was quickly deleted. This means they don't want too much out and/or possibly change locations for ideas. A Legend of Zelda Land at Epic Universe is possible, but unlikely. Rumors say the expansion to Super Nintendo World will be Luigi's Mansion, which I think has the best shot. Adding a non-Mario Nintendo franchise to the area would feel off and somewhat disrespectful to Zelda, Pokemon, etc. fans. It's like saying they'd bring Volcano Bay, Back to the Future, 1960s The Time Machine, and Earl the Squirrel Zones to Epic just because they're featured at the park. These details of series without lands at Epic Universe goes with the lore of how Celestians collect items from other realms. Even though it says Nintendo instead of Mario, limiting the area to Mario would be smart. This can help with adding characters not there like Wario and Waluigi. While Zelda was added to Epic Universe, it wasn't shown at the City Walk Nintendo Store expansion. This makes it more open to appear at Islands of Adventure. Plus, with The Lord of the Rings likely coming to Epic Universe and Universal Great Britain, having all Zelda, The Lord of the Rings, How to Train Your Dragon, Harry Potter, and possibly even Wicked all at one park would be a giant double-edged sword. It'd be more likely to drop attendance in Epic's lands and distract people from where to go. You can argue Wicked would also cannibalize and/or limit the target audience. Thing is, Wicked's fanbase has a different enough interest to separate from The Lord of the Rings. Having Wicked go to Epic with stuff like The Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter would apply to more people's interests since all are similar but different enough. Zelda holds too many traits with The Lord of the Rings, both fanbase and writing-wise. The hero parking lot does fit with The Legend of Zelda, but it can also apply to The Lord of the Rings. Zelda's always a top priority for Nintendo, so cramming it next to Mario wouldn't be very wise. The Legend of Zelda has files for a ride at Islands of Adventure anyway. Pikmin being at Super Nintendo World doesn't automatically mean it'll get a land at Universal. This could also apply to Zelda, except The Legend of Zelda is big enough to get an area. Some people may argue that Zelda isn't successful enough to get its own land. Though it's not Mario and Pokemon level, The Legend of Zelda is still a huge franchise. It's easily one of the most popular and known series in gaming. The name Zelda is widely known outside video games too. Definitely on the top 100 highest grossing media franchises. The manga sales and Symphony of the Goddess's popularity are easy winners too. If IPs like How to Train Your Dragon and Monsters Inc. can get their own zones, why can't The Legend of Zelda? Some would also say Nintendo will only be at Epic Universe. Untrue since there's a Mario store at City Walk. Why would they give Mario its own large spot at the Universal store if they only wanted it at Epic? And the big reason, money. Having franchises massive as Mario, The Legend of Zelda, and Pokemon at each theme park will benefit both Nintendo and Universal greatly. Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon are Nintendo's top 3 franchises anyway. Epic Universe should look like this once expansions are complete. Now that I've said that, it's time to share some attraction ideas I have. And boy, I've got a lot of great ones. We begin with Zelda, which I thought of the name, The Legend of Zelda, Land of Hyrule. The creative team should use ideas from multiple games rather than just sticking to one. However, they should probably base their ideas mostly on Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom. I say this because of these games' popularity and their appeal to the iconic franchise. They'll likely add stuff from other media like the manga and upcoming film, but that'll probably be minor. They should include plenty of the beloved soundtrack in this land. Inside a house/shop for stores, Hyrule filled with the morning part for visitors arriving early, and the Skyloft theme to add some variety. Cashiers should totally wear outfits like Beatles. This land's Mario wristband or Wizarding World wand can be an interactive Sheikah Slate or Ocarina to unlock things throughout the area. They can also connect with items to earn collectible points and be used as amiibos. Similar to the Pikmin at Nintendo World, Koroks should be hidden across Hyrule. They award points to the app for people who locate them. Scrolls, paintings, and ruins of Skyloft, Hyrule, and other Zelda areas is a must detail. One idea I had was real horses being there, but I'm not sure if they'll get bored with what animals are allowed to do. This also might be difficult to handle in the zone. Actors appear as background characters to give optional side quests. A test your might for the Master Sword is a challenge that'll easily attract anyone. Ideas for theming the restaurant could be the Great Deku Tree, Telma's Bar, or a Kakariko Tavern. They'll likely go with the Deku Tree for being more famous and to reference the Enchanted Oak Tavern. Zelda can have a specially made Lon milk to be its butterbeer. If the permits for a water Zelda ride come true, It should definitely be themed to the Wind Waker. My idea is you travel with the King of Red Lions across the Great Sea. During the adventure, riders get attacked by enemies such as bokolins. The weather changing from calm to intense will both fit scenes and go with the Wind Waker's powers. There needs to be character meet and greets from all over the franchise, major and minor, whether icons like Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf, and side ones such as Midna, Paya, Darunia, Girahim, and Majora, the ideas are endless. They also don't need to limit to one version. Many different incarnations of the princess herself can appear. My main attraction idea is an indoor coaster themed to a Hyrule Castle battle. It'll play similar to Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot. The story follows Ganondorf and his army set to attack Hyrule, so Zelda has assembled everyone to defend it. We see many clips of Hyrule facing the dark forces on the coaster. This allows for many songs from the iconic OST too. The queue must have many outstanding details of Hyrule's castle as well. Moving over to Pokemon now, I've kept the title simple but recognizable. Pokemon Stop. The great thing about Pokemon is the creative team can use ideas from all forms of media, even including all the iconic music for any spot visitors go. Pokemon of all kinds from every generation need to be scattered all over the land, as statues, paintings, and even hidden objects. Universal should host special Pokemon Go events with characters and items exclusive to this park. Pokemon cards unique to Universal is a definite must too. Tons of meet and greets, whether they be Pokemon, trainers, etc. from multiple generations. Building a Pokemon cafe here is a very beneficial idea. They'll make food based off the series that I know Universal can create. A store that's like many of the ones across the world with enough to make it stand out. They should have unique merch like Pikachu wearing Universal clothing. Interactive Pokeballs would sell like crazy. Guests can stack up points, challenge others, and adopt Pokemon. The many different kinds of Pokeballs allow for a variety of options. These can be used as amiibos like the Mario wristbands too. As for rides, one idea I have is a flying type themed roller coaster that will go over the land and the lake. This can show there's more to Pokemon than just battles and feel like you're riding one. A walkthrough attraction where people can discover many Pokemon and areas. The big seller is a 3D gym battle which puts riders in the point of view of a Pokemon trainer. They face one of the leaders to win their gym badge, which can be picked up after the ride. It'll probably play out like Forbidden Journey or Monsters Unchained. Using the same style as Sims and Back to the Future would feel redundant in my opinion. However, since the Spider-Man ride at Osaka will probably be replaced with Pokemon, it'd be smart to bring that same ride to Orlando. I don't know what it'll be, but I look forward to whatever they deliver. Maybe it could also be a gym battle story with the same style of the Spider-Man ride. This will no doubt be a smash hit if done properly. All the evidence says it'll happen, and I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. With Universal Parks and gaming both in a golden age, uniting now will triple the success. This will also keep Nintendo and Universal's relationship very strong. Fans of both and or either will get easily more attracted to theme parks and video games too. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, so I really appreciate both your excitement and your time. Is there something you'd add or change to what I've said? Also, is there any more good evidence that supports this? Please share in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Got an idea for my show? Send it to the email shown right here. Thank you again so much for watching and have a fantastic day.